Om. 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 Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvina Vaditamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om, may the divine being look over us lovingly as a mother and father. May the divine being support and nourish us as a mother and father. May we have the strength and skill to study together the art of spirituality. May no misunderstandings arise amongst us. Om, peace, peace, peace and beneficence be unto us and to all beloved beings everywhere. Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome on this Sunday, February 26th, to the celebration of Sri Ramakrishna's holy birth, his 187th birthday. He was born at this time, according to the lunar calendar, was February 21st was the actual birthday, in 1836. And so all this time later, we are still observing and celebrating Sri Ramakrishna's birth. The question may arise in your mind as to why. Why celebrate this Bengali saint who lived for 50 years from 1836 to 1886 and formed a small band of disciples that became the Ramakrishna order, and so forth. Well, one of Sri Ramakrishna's principal disciples was Swami Vivekananda. And in order to answer the question, why celebrate the Master's birth, I'm going to read in English something that Swami Vivekananda wrote about him. Now, among the Master's disciples, only two really knew the Master well. That is to say, understood his cosmic significance. We can say that all the direct disciples understood something, but Swami Vivekananda and Holy Mother were the ones, Sri Sharda Devi, were the ones who understood him best. And so I'm going to recite something called Breaker of This World's Chain. This is the translation by Swami Prabhavananda and Christopher Isherwood of a hymn written in Bengali, Kandana Bandhana Bhavana, which Swami Prabhavananda translated Breaker of This World's Chain. So I'm going to recite it, then I'm going to speak a little bit about it, and then we will move directly from that into the puja conducted by our wonderful Pujari Aditya Chaturvedi, who perhaps you can see in the background. After I've finished speaking, I'll move away so that is featured. So here is Breaker of This World's Chain. Breaker of this world's chain, we adore thee, who all men love. Spotless, taking man's form, O purifier, thou art above the gunas three. Knowledge divine, not flesh, thou whom the cosmos wears, a diamond at its heart. Let us look deep in thine eyes. They are bright with the wisdom of God that can wake us from Maya's spell. Let us hold fast to thy feet, treading the waves of the world to safety. O drunk with love, God drunken lover, in thee all paths of all yogas meet. Lord of the worlds, thou art ours, who wert born a child of our time, easy of access to us. O merciful, if we take any hold upon God in our prayer, it is by thy grace alone, since all thine austerities were practiced for our sake. How great was thy sacrifice, freely choosing thy birth in this prison, our iron age, to unchain us and set us free. Perfect, whom lust could not taint, nor passion nor gold draw near. O Master of all who renounce, fill our hearts full of love for thee. Thou hast finished with fear and with doubt, standing firm in the vision of God, refuge to all who have cast fame, fortune, and friends away. Without question thou shelterest us, and the world's great sea, in its wrath, seems shrunk to the puddle that fills a hoofprint in the clay. Speech cannot hold thee nor mine, yet without thee we think not nor speak. Love, who art partial to none, we are equal before thy sight. Taker away of our pain, we salute thee, though we are blind. Come to the heart's dark cave and illumine, thou light of the light. Hari Om Tat Sat. This is the hymn that Swami Vivekananda wrote, expressing his understanding of Sri Ramakrishna's birth and his purpose for taking this birth. And it is expressed in the very first line, breaker of this world's chain. This is the promise that if we accept Sri Ramakrishna's invitation to a relationship with him, that he will indeed break our bonds to this world and relieve us of the necessity of taking human birth again. Now, it's the question of necessity. One may choose to take human birth again as a method of service. One may even choose it for the purpose of enjoyment, but it's not likely that if you have accepted Sri Ramakrishna's invitation to liberation, that you will make that second choice. You may indeed make that first choice to return as what Sri Ramakrishna calls his band of minstrels to serve. But there it is, breaker of this chain, the world's chain, breaker of this world's chain. And then the assertion, we adore thee. Of course, we adore anyone who has this power and will use it on our behalf. And then, of course, it says, whom all men love. Why? Because there is only the divine. God alone is all the reality, and God alone is the doer. This all the scriptures tell us. Even the Christian scriptures tell us. I am the vine and ye are the branches. Where is the vine rooted? In that nameless aspect of the divine that we call Brahman, that Meister Eckhart called the ground of being. That is where the vine that Christ was rooted, and all the disciples, all those who have accepted his invitation to his salvation, because he, as an avatar, also had this power. They are the branches. So we are, in that sense, Sri Ramakrishna's band of minstrels or branches, those of us who have accepted his invitation. So how does the hymn go on? Breaker of this world's chain, we adore thee, whom all men love, spotless, taking man's form. O purifier, thou art above the gunas three, knowledge divine, not flesh. Thou whom the cosmos wears, a diamond at its heart. This praise for Sri Ramakrishna and his purity and how he appears in our universe. Let us look deep in thine eye. They are bright with the wisdom of God that can wake us from Maya's spell. And it is this waking us from Maya's spell that allows us then to be free. And of course, as we continue our embodiment, we need the safety and security of not being dragged back. So let us hold fast to thy feet, treading the waves of the world to safety. The waves of the world are the actions of the gunas. And it says, of course, that Sri Ramakrishna is above the gunas, master of the gunas. So there's a great deal more, but I'll come to the next great promise. How great was thy sacrifice, freely choosing thy birth in this prison, our iron age, the Kali Yuga. How great was thy sacrifice, freely choosing thy birth in this prison, our iron age, to unchain us and set us free. What does unchain us mean? We are chained, as Marley said to Scrooge. You have no idea of the length and weight of chain you are dragging behind you. The chain of his actions, the chain of his karma. So we have this chain of karma that could bind us to further human birth. How great was thy sacrifice, freely choosing thy birth in this prison, our iron age, to unchain us and set us free, to free us from our karma, to break that chain, breaker of this world's chain. Perfect. Again, now, some praise from Swami Vivekananda. Perfect, whom lust could not taint, nor passion, nor gold draw near. O Master of all who renounce, fill our hearts full of love for thee. Why? Thou hast finished with fear and with doubt, standing firm in the vision of God, refuge to all who have cast fame, fortune, and friends away. That is to say, if indeed we have followed in his footsteps and have mentally or in actuality renounced fame, fortune, and dependence on friends and retinue, then he is our refuge. Perfect, whom lust could not taint, nor passion nor gold draw near. O Master of all who renounce, fill our hearts full of love for thee. And so today's puja will be an expression of that love. Thou hast finished with fear and with doubt, and can share with us. This is the power of the avatars. They can share with us their achievements. As Christ said, I have overcome the world, not for himself, but for his disciples. And he said, come to me, all ye who are weary and heavy laden, and I shall give you rest. My yoke is easy, my burden is light. In other words, he was promising to free those people from their karmic past and give them what in Christian terms is called salvation. Refuge to all who have cast fame, fortune, and friends away. Without question thou shelterest us, and the world's great sea in its wrath seems shrunk to the puddle that fills a hoofprint in the clay. Oh, auspicious promise. And then Vivekananda's expression that really this is not to be understood in any human mind terms. Speech cannot hold thee, nor mind. Yet without thee, we think not, nor speak. God alone is the doer. God alone is the reality. Love, who art partial to none, we are equal before thy sight. Because of that equality, having been created and being the divine having a human experience. Speech cannot hold thee nor mind, yet without thee we think not nor speak. We do not have this human experience. And so these are the reasons that from here it's understood that Sri Ramakrishna and those who came with him, Holy Mother, Swami Vivekananda, Swami Brahmananda, Raja Maharaj, all the other direct disciples that became the Ramakrishna order, the householder disciples who supported these young men and women. This is why we celebrate this birthday, 187 years after this great soul, this great avatar. Avatar, the true avatar, the true, as all of the great avatars were true. Sri Ramakrishna is true beyond measure. And so I hope that you will celebrate with us in this reverential and loving feeling as Aditya Chaturvedi celebrates and reveres Sri Ramakrishna in this puja. I'm not going to take any questions or comments. Let's just listen to Aditya and experience with him this loving reverence of a worship service. And then afterwards, if we wish, we can have a little conversation, but only if you wish. So I'm going to move now and be out of your sight for a bit. Can somebody help me move this chair, please? Right. Let me get my this. Okay. So did you reframe it? Did you reframe it down?
So, good morning, everybody, and let's begin the puja. Om Sarvamangalamangelyam Varenyam Varadam Shubham Narayanam Namaskritya Sarvakarmani Karye. Om Vishnu, Om Vishnu, Om Vishnu. Om Vishnu, 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 Om Vishnu. Om Tad Vishnoho Paramam Padam Sada Pashyanti Surayah Diviva Chakshuratakam. Om Apavitra Pavitro Va Sarvavasthangato Piva Yasmare Kundali Kaksham Sabhaya Bhyantara Shuchihi. Nama 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 Om Gange Chiyamane Chaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Jalesmin Sannidhim Kuru. Om Dwara Devatabhyo Namaha. Om Ete Gandha Pushpe Dwara Devatabhyo Namaha. Om Ete Gandha Pushpe Brahmane Namaha. Om Ete Gandha Pushpe Vastu Purushaya Namaha. Om Apasarpantu Bhuta Ye Bhuta Bhuta Ye Bhuta Vishnu Sarkar Sri Dashyantu Shivajayam. Om Raksha Raksha Hum Phat Swaha. Om Nime Gandha Pushpe Adhar Shakta Vibhyo Namaha. Om Asyasanopaveşana Mantrasya Meru Krishna Rishi Sutulam Chanda Kurmo Devata Asanopaveshane Viniyoga. ओम पृथ्वी त्वया धृता लोकः देवी त्वं विष्णुना धृता त्वं च धारय मां नित्यं पवित्रं कुरु शासनम् ओम ह्रीं एते गन्धपुष्पे आधारशक्तये कमलासनाय नमः ऐं गुरुभ्यो नमः परं गुरुभ्यो नमः परापरा गुरुभ्यो नमः परमेश्वरी गुरुभ्यो नमः गणेशाय नमः ओम ऐं सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय श्रीरामकृष्णाय नमः ओम शताभिषेक हुं फट् स्वाहा ओम शताभिषेक हुं फट् स्वाहा ओम शताभिषेक हुं फट् स्वाहा ओम पुष्पे पुष्पे महापुष्पे सुपुष्पे पुष्प संभवे पुष्पे जयावकीर्णे च हुं फट् स्वाहा ओम ऐं सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय श्रीरामकृष्णाय नमः ओम ऐं फट् ओम ऐं फट् ओम ऐं फट् ओम अम ऐं मं कं ऐं कं चं ऐं चं टं ऐं टं तं ऐं तं पं ऐं पं यं ऐं यं शं ऐं शम् रं 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 ओम ऐं सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय श्रीरामकृष्णाय नमः ओम ऐं सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय श्रीरामकृष्णाय नमः ओम ऐं सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय श्रीरामकृष्णाय नमः ओम दुर्गे दुर्गे रक्षिणी स्वाहा ओम ऐं हुं फट् स्वाहा ओम दुर्गे दुर्गे रक्षिणी स्वाहा ओम ऐं हुं फट् स्वाहा ओम दुर्गे दुर्गे रक्षिणी स्वाहा ओम ऐं हुं फट् स्वाहा ॐ भूतशृङ्गाटाच्चिरः सुषुम्नापथेन जीव शिवं परं शिवपदे योजयामि स्वाहा ॐ यं लिङ्गशरीरं शोषय शोषय स्वाहा ॐ रं सङ्कोच शरीरं दह दह स्वाहा ॐ परमशिव सुषुम्नापथेन मूलशृङ्गाटमुल्लसोल्लस ज्वल ज्वल प्रज्वल प्रज्वल सोऽहं हंसः स्वाहा आं हूं फट् स्वाहा आं हूं फट् स्वाहा आं हूं फट् स्वाहा सोऽहम् आं ह्रीं क्रों यं रं नमः क्षत्रं संहामं सः श्रीरामकृष्ण देवताय नमः प्राणयुक्त प्राण आं ह्रीं क्रों यं रं नमः क्षत्रं संहामं सः श्रीरामकृष्ण देवताय जीवयः स्थितः आं ह्रीं क्रों यं रं नमः क्षत्रं संहामं सः श्रीरामकृष्ण देवताय सर्वेन्द्रियाणि आं ह्रीं क्रों यं रं नमः क्षत्रं संहामं सः श्रीरामकृष्ण देवताय वाङ्मनश्चक्षुर्भक्षोदरघ्राणं प्राणनादज्ञ संचरं तिष्ठन्तु स्वाहा ओम अस्य मातृका मित्रस्य ऋषि गायत्री छन्दः देवी मातृका सरस्वती देवता लोकी जानी स्वराशक्तया अव्यक्त कीलकं सर्वाभीष्ट सिद्धये लिपिन्यासे विनियोगः ओम ब्रह्मणे ऋषये नमः ओम गायत्री छन्दसे नमः ओम देवी मातृका सरस्वती नमः ओम लभ्यो बीजेभ्यो नमः ओम स्वरेभ्यो शक्तिभ्यो नमः ओम अव्यक्त कीलकाय नमः अंकं गंगं गंगं श्राव्याय नमः इंद्रं चन्द्रं जं स्वाहा ओम टं 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 नमः मध्यमाभ्यां वशटे टं 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 नमः मह्यनाभ्यां ओम पं 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 नमः करिष्ठाभ्यां वषटं यं नमः शतं शमः करतलविष्टाभ्याम् अस्त्राय फट् ओम अंकं गंगं 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 हृदयाय नमः शिव से स्वाहा ओम ब्रह्म ब्रह्म नमः शिवाय वश ह्रीं दं 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 नमः ह्रीं कवचाय ओम फं 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 नेत्रत्रयाय वश हम यम लम लम शं लम शं महाकरतल विष्णाभ्याम स्नाय फट ओम एतेभ्यो गन्धादिभ्यो नमः ओम एतेभ्यो गन्धादिभ्यो नमः ओम एतेभ्यो गन्धादिभ्यो नमः ओम एते गन्धपुष्पे एतेभ्यो गन्धादिभ्यो नमः ओम एते गन्धपुष्पे एतद्धिपतये देवाय विष्णवे नमः ओम एते गन्धपुष्पे एतत् सम्प्रदानेभ्यो पूजनीय देवताभ्यो नमः ओम नमो विवस्वते ब्रह्मन् भास्वते विष्णु तेजसे जगत सवित्रे श्रुतये सवित्रे कर्मदायिने ओम ईश्वर्यः श्री सूर्याय नमः ओम जपा कुसुम संकाशं काश्यपेयं महाद्युतिं ध्वान्तारिं सर्व पापघ्नं प्रणतोऽस्मि दिवाकरम् ओम एते गन्धपुष्पे गणेशादि पंचदेवताभ्यो नमः ओम गमेते गन्धपुष्पे गणेशाय नमः ओम नमो नारायणाय एते गन्धपुष्पे नारायणाय नमः ओम एते गन्धपुष्प ओम नमः शिवाय एते गन्धपुष्पे शिवाय नमः ओम ह्रीं एते गन्धपुष्पे जय दुर्गायै नमः ओम एते गन्धपुष्पे सूर्याय नमः ओम एते गन्धपुष्पे आदित्यादि नवग्रहेभ्यो नमः ओम एते गन्धपुष्पे इंद्रादि दशविकपालेभ्यो नमः ओम एते गन्धपुष्पे मत्स्यादि दशावतारेभ्यो नमः ओम एते गन्धपुष्पे काव्यादि दशमहाविद्याभ्यो नमः ओम एते गन्धपुष्पे सर्वेभ्यो देवेभ्यो नमः ओम एते गन्धपुष्पे सर्वाभ्यो देवीभ्यो नमः ओम एते गन्धपुष्पे अकारादि पंचाशद् वर्णेभ्यो नमः ओम एते गन्धपुष्पे प्रतिपदादि तिथिभ्यो नमः ओम एते गन्धपुष्पे कृष्णपक्षाय नमः ओम एते गन्धपुष्पे शुक्लपक्षाय नमः ओम एते गन्धपुष्पे अमावस्यायै नमः ओम एते गन्धपुष्पे पूर्णिमायै नमः ओम ह्रीं पीठदेवताभ्यो नमः ओम ह्रीं पीठशक्तिभ्यो नमः ओम ह्रीं सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय श्री रामकृष्णाय नमः इत्यस्य मंत्रस्य ब्रह्म ऋषि गायत्री छन्दः सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपः श्री रामकृष्ण देवता ऋष्यादिन्यासे विनियोगः ओम ब्रह्मणे ऋषये नमः ओम गायत्री छन्दसे नमः सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय श्री रामकृष्णाय नमः ऐं अंगुष्ठाभ्यां नमः राम तर्जनीभ्यां स्वाहा मम मध्यभाभ्यां शक्तिमनामिकाभ्यां ओम शंकनिष्ठाभ्यां वषट् ऐं रामकृष्णः करतलभिष्टाभ्यां वस्त्राय फट् ऐं हृदयाय नमः राम शिरसे स्वाहा मम शिखायै वषट् कवचाय हूँ श्रम नेत्रत्रयाय वषट् ऐं रामकृष्णः करतलभिष्टाभ्यां वस्त्राय फट् ओम ऐं सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय श्री रामकृष्णाय नमः ओम ऐं सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय श्री रामकृष्णाय नमः ओम ऐं सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय श्री रामकृष्णाय नमः Now we meditate on Thakur. ॐ ऐं हृदयकमलमध्ये राजितं निर्विकल्पं सदसदखिल भेदातीतमेकस्वरूपं प्रकृतिविकृतिशून्यं नित्यमानन्दमूर्तिं विमलपरमहंसं रामकृष्णं भजामः निरुपमतिसूक्ष्मं निष्प्रपञ्चं निरीहं गगनसदृशमीशं सर्वभूताधिवासं त्रिगुणरहितसच्चिद्ब्रह्मरूपं वरेण्यं विमलपरमहंसं रामकृष्णं भजामः विदुरितुं भवतीनं ज्ञानभक्तिः प्रशान्तिः प्रणयगलय चित्तं जीवदुःखासहिष्णुं धृतसहजसमाधिं चिन्मयं कोमलाङ्गं विमलपरमहंसं रामकृष्णं भजामः पद्मासनं दद्यात् सहस्राराचितामृतैः पाद्यं चरणयोर्दद्यात् मनस्वर्घ्यं निवेदयेत् तेनामृतेनाचमनीयं स्नानीयं तेन च स्मृतम् आकाशतत्त्वं वस्त्रं स्यात् गन्धः स्यात् गन्धतत्त्वकं चित्तं प्रकल्पयेत् पुष्पं धूपं प्राणान् प्रकल्पयेत् तेजस्तत्त्वं च दीपार्थं नैवेद्यं सुधाम्बुधिः अनाहतध्वनिर्घण्टा वायुतत्त्वं च चामरम् सहस्रारं भवेत् छत्रं शब्दतत्त्वं च गीतकं नृत्यमिन्द्रियकर्माणि चाञ्चल्यं मनस्तथा सुमेखला पद्ममालां पुष्पं नानाविधं तथा अमायाद्यैर्भावपुष्पैरर्चयेत् भावगोचरम् अमायामनहङ्कारं परागमनदं तथा अहिंसा परमं पुष्पं पुष्पमिन्द्रिय निग्रहः दया पुष्पं क्षमा पुष्पं ज्ञान पुष्पं च पंचमम् इति पंचदशैर्भाव पुष्पैः सम्पूजयेत् शिवम्। ओम ह्रीं इति गन्धपुष्पे पीठदेवताभ्यो नमः। ओम ह्रीं इति गन्धपुष्पे पीठशक्तिभ्यो नमः। ओम ऐं मंगुष्ठाभ्यां नमः रां तर्जनीभ्यां स्वाहा मम मध्यमाभ्यां वशक्तिमनामिकाभ्यां ओम शङ्करिष्ठाभ्यां वश ऐं रामकृष्ण करतलभिष्ठाभ्यां अस्त्राय फट् ऐं हृदयाय नमः राम शिरसे स्वाहा मम शिखायै वशक्तिं कवचाय हूँ श्लम नेत्रत्रयाय वौषट् ऐं रामकृष्ण करतलभिष्ठाभ्यां अस्त्राय फट् ओम ऐं सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय श्री राम कृष्णाय नमः। ओम ऐं सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय श्री राम कृष्णाय नमः। ओम ऐं सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय श्री राम कृष्णाय नमः। ओम ऐं हृदय कमल मध्ये राजितं निर्विकल्पं सदसदखिल भेदातीतमेकस्वरूपम् प्रकृति विकृति शून्यं नित्यमानन्दमूर्तिं विमल परमहंसं रामकृष्णं भजामः। निरुपम अतिसूक्ष्मं निष्प्रपञ्चं निरीहं गगनसदृशमीशं सर्वभूताधिवासं त्रिगुणरहितसच्चिद्ब्रह्मरूपं वरेण्यं विमलपरमहंसं रामकृष्णं भजामः। वितुरितुम् अवतीर्णं ज्ञानभक्तिः प्रशान्तिः प्रणयवलयचित्तं जीवदुःखासहिष्णुं धृतसहजसमाधिं चिन्मयं कोमलाङ्गं विमलपरमहंसं रामकृष्णं भजामः। ओम ऐं सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय श्री राम कृष्णाय नमः। ओम ऐं सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय श्री राम कृष्णाय नमः। ओम ऐं सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय श्री राम कृष्णाय नमः। ओम ऐं तत्पाद्यं सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय श्री राम कृष्णाय नमः। ओम ऐं ईश्वर्यः सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय श्री राम कृष्णाय नमः। ओम ऐं इदं स्नानि ओम ऐं इदम् आचमनीयोदकं सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय श्री राम कृष्णाय नमः। ओम ऐं इदं स्नानियोदकं सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय श्री राम कृष्णाय नमः। ओम सहस्रशीर्षा पुरुषः सहस्राक्ष सहस्रपात्र भूमि विश्वतोतिष्ठ दशाङ्गुलम्। ओम अग्निमीळे पुरोहितं यज्ञस्य देवमृत्वजम् भूतारं प्रश्नघातमम्। ॐ इथे पूर्वे स्वावाय सदेवो वः सविता प्रार्थयतु श्रेष्ठतमाय कर्मणि। ॐ अग्न आयमदीरितये वीरानो अभ्यदातये निहोताटति बर्हसि। ॐ शन्नो देवीरभीष्टये आपो भवन्तु पीतये शं योरभिस्रवन्तु नः। रामकृष्णाय विद्महे गदाधराय धीमहि तन्नो देवः प्रचोदयात्। ओम ऐं निशगन्धः सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय श्री रामकृष्णाय नमः। ओम ऐं नीतानि सचन्दन गन्धपुष्पाणि सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय श्री रामकृष्णाय नमः। ॐ ऐमीशरूपः सर्वदेवदेवीस्वरूपाय श्रीरामकृष्णाय नमः। ॐ रामकृष्णाय विद्महे गदाधराय धीमहि तन्नो देवः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ रामकृष्णाय विद्महे गदाधराय धीमहि तन्नो देवः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ रामकृष्णाय विद्महे गदाधराय धीमहि तन्नो देवः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ ईशदीपः सर्वदेवदेवीस्वरूपाय श्रीरामकृष्णाय नमः। ॐ रामकृष्णाय विद्महे गदाधराय धीमहि तन्नो देवः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ ऐमिदं सोपकरणनैवेद्यं सर्वदेवदेवीस्वरूपाय श्रीरामकृष्णाय नमः। वमितस्मै सोपकरणनैवेद्याय नमः। वमितस्मै सोपकरणनैवेद्याय नमः। वमितस्मै सोपकरणनैवेद्याय नमः। ॐ ऐमिदं सोपकरणनैवेद्यं सर्वदेवदेवीस्वरूपाय श्रीरामकृष्णाय निवेदयामि। ॐ अमृतोपस्तरणमसि स्वाहा। ॐ प्राणाय स्वाहा। ॐ अपानाय स्वाहा। ॐ उदानाय स्वाहा। ॐ व्यानाय स्वाहा। ॐ समानाय स्वाहा। ॐ अमृतपिधानमसि स्वाहा। ॐ ऐं पानार्घोदकं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय श्रीरामकृष्णाय नमः। ॐ ऐं इदं माच्मनीयोदकं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय श्रीरामकृष्णाय स्वधा। ॐ ऐं इदं ताम्बूलं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय श्रीरामकृष्णाय नमः। ॐ गुह्याति गुह्यगोप्तृत्वं गृहाणस्मत्कृतं जपं सिद्धिर्भवतु मे देव त्वत्प्रसादान् महेश्वरः। ॐ स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। ॐ ऐं ईशसचन्दनं पुष्पाञ्जलिः सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय श्रीरामकृष्णाय नमः। ॐ ऐं नीते गन्धपुष्पे सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपिण्यै श्री शारदा देव्यै नमः। ॐ ऐं नीते गन्धपुष्पे श्रीमद्विवेकानन्दादि रामकृष्ण पार्षदेभ्यो नमः। ॐ ऐं ईशसचन्दन पुष्पाञ्जलिः साङ्गाय सावरणाय सशक्तिकाय सुपार्षदाय सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय श्रीरामकृष्णाय वौषम्। ॐ एतत् कर्म श्रीरामकृष्णार्पणमस्तु। ॐ जय श्री राम कृष्ण जय श्री राम कृष्ण जय श्री राम कृष्ण जय श्री राम जय श्री राम कृष्ण 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 जय श्री राम कृष्ण। So with this, we conclude the puja. I'll quickly sing Om Green Vedam. And as I do that, maybe you all can offer flowers.
From the wrong, not from the wrong.
Mohankasham Bahukritam Na Bhaje Yato Tasmat Mame Sharyam Krishna Om Bhagavate Ramakrishna Sri Bhagavate Ramakrishna Sri Bhagavate Ramakrishna Sarvamangala Mangalye Shive Sarvamangala Sharani Rampage Jai Ma Mahamai ki Jai Jai Bhagavan Shri Ram Krishna Dev ki Jai Jai Swami Ji Maharaj Ji ki Jai Jai Raja Maharaj Ji ki Jai Jai Kaka Man ki Jai.
So with this, we conclude the puja. Do you want to speak? Okay, I'll just place it here.
Well, all right. it isn't, well, first of all, I want to thank Aditya and everyone who helped prepare and serve for this puja. I know Aditya considers this a great joy and privilege, as do we all who have anything whatsoever to do with it. But there may be some comments or concerns or questions that any of you who are with us now, I guess this afternoon, may wish to voice. If there is anything at all, please do share it with us. That's what it means to study the art of spirituality together. If you choose to share, the rest of those who are listening very much enjoy and take to heart what it is that you have to say. So if there's anything at all from anyone, please. All right, apparently not. Apparently no one feels like speaking up first. I would like to point out that the two hymns that Aditya so beautifully sang, Om Ring Ritam, that is another hymn written to Sri Ramakrishna by Swami Vivekananda that expresses our great feeling of taking refuge, saranagata, with this great avatar, this great being that came to unchain us and set us free. If you look at the words in English, you'll see that it expresses a great deal of wonder and humility at what it is that Sri Ramakrishna came for, is for us. And then the second one, the hymn to Holy Mother, Sarvamangala, was written by Swami Abhedananda, another one of Sri Ramakrishna's direct disciples, who lived and taught here in the United States for over 20 years. But he wrote many hymns in Sanskrit to the great souls, to Sri Ramakrishna, to Holy Mother, and for that matter, to Vivekananda. So, if there is nothing else that wishes to be offered by anyone who is joining with us on Zoom, we can bring this to a close. All right. Om Hari Om. Om, let there be peace in outer space. Let there be peace in the sky, on the earth, and in the waters. Let there be peace in the herbs, the plants, and the trees. May the gods be peaceful. May the whole universe be pervaded by peace. May the whole universe be pervaded by peace. Let that infinite universal peace prevail throughout my being. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace and holy beneficence be unto us and to all beloved beings everywhere. With that, we will sign off. Any of you who wish to come and get some of the prasad, the master's prasad, please give me a phone call. You can just call the center's number. It forwards to my cell phone. And we'll make arrangements for you to come and get some prasad. Om Hari Om, Om Hari Om, Om Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Sato Ma Satkamaya. Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya. Mrityor Ma Amritangamaya. Abir Moiti. Oh, dearly beloved, lead us from the unreal to the real. Lead us from this realm of endless noise and relentless deception to thine abode of silence, serenity, clarity, and peace. Lead us from darkness to light. Lead us from darkness and ignorance to the brilliance of thy wisdom and love. Lead us from death to immortality. Light us through and through, light us through and through, light us through and through with thy everlasting, shining presence. Jai Shri Guru Maharaj Ji Ki Jai, Durga Durga Durga. May we be safe, may we be healthy, may we be cheerful. May we have peace of mind. And may we be always, and know we are always, in the loving and protective embrace of the Divine Being as our Mother and Father. Jai Shri Ramakrishna Jai.
And I just ate it.
Thank you to all.
Thank you, Aditya. Thank you, Brother Shankara, and everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Joy Ma. Joy Ma. Joy Ma.
Jai Ma. I'll end the meeting for all.